Very pleased to be joined now by Phil Hawes up against Deron Winn this weekend. Phil, great to see you, mate. You've been tearing it up. 7-fight win streak, doing great work at Sanford MMA. Really great to see, you know. And what I love as well is that in post-fight interviews, you know, doing my research, you're not afraid to talk about the champion. You're very clear about what is going on here and what you're here to do. I think that's fascinating, you know. How good do you feel right now in your career, kind of tearing it up and racking up wins?
That was good. Like you said, I'm not afraid to call it the champion because that's what I want. I feel like a lot of people in the MMA game, the MMA world, you see them call out fights that they think they could get the upper hand. But I know Izzy's going to be a tough challenge, you know, and I want that challenge and I want that adversity, you know, and I feel like I'm just going to level up in that fight and get my belt, you know. So, but I feel good, you know, like you said, 7-0. That's not including my Thai boxing and kickboxing matches I've done. You know what I mean? So I've been working hard and I've been blessed to be here. And God's, you know, he's been helping me out a lot, and we've been doing it and getting it done. So I'm super fortunate.
Yeah, I saw you fought on like Max Muay Thai in India. You know, you fought in Brave in the Middle East. How much has that attitude served you getting on this trajectory, like willing to travel, willing to take challenges?
Man, exactly. It's like a vision quest, you know what I mean? I suffered a defeat years ago, and I went on a mission like, hey, I need to figure out what's going on here because I know I'm the best in the world. I just got to put the pieces together. Now the pieces are coming together. My friend invited me to Thailand, Dorian Price, and since then, you know, getting that experience where it's just Thai boxing, you know, no wrestling, no, you know, which is my best, you know what I mean? Like one of my main attributes was wrestling at the time, but now after that Thailand experience, I'm showcasing my hands and knocking people out in 18 seconds. So it's been a blessing, you know, going to Thailand and just going on this vision quest, you know. So
where were you training in Thailand?
I was training at a team called Kaizen Suk. They're no longer there. I was like a legit traditional Thai gym. Like when I fought, I had to pay the gym, you know what I mean? It was legit. Like when we were eating like chicken blood and like chicken feet. Like it was like traditional. The bed was like this thin. It was tough. When I first got there, I was like, dude, I don't know if I could cut it. But you know, I talked to my girlfriend and we figured it out, and she pushed me to keep going, and we made it through, you know. So, and now look where I'm at. So
Do you kind of credit that experience as like a crucial part of your warrior training to get you where you're at now?
Yeah, 100%. Just seeing how the Thais and the Thai boxing, how they do, like how they're so relaxed before their warm-ups, and to them a fight's just a fight because they do it so frequently, and just like it kind of took away some of that mystique, you know, and kind of like, okay, these guys are human too, you know, because you see those Thai fights and their elbows, knee, and kicking, and they're, you know, for however many rounds it is, you know, and so it kind of took away that mystique, and now I'm able to bring that into my MMA career. So it was awesome. Definitely a game-changing experience. I tell anyone, go Thailand, get some experience. Definitely if you're a wrestler. Definitely if your striking's not your first base, you know, go to Thailand, get some fights, you know. It can't hurt.
So we had that as a kind of important aspect of the rise. What about the Kevin Randleman hair? Does that give you superpowers?
Yeah, he's Kevin Randleman. He was like when I first got introduced to the sport. Back when I was a kid, and I was like, these guys are crazy. I will never do this. You know, Kevin Randleman was a guy I seen with the blonde hair, all jacked up, you know, and so it's kind of like paying homage to him, you know, and I think it's cool. Chicks dig it, so it's cool. Yeah. So we're good.
What's going on at Sanford? I often interview Ong La, who's you know, he's big out in Asia. You got Rumble Johnson there as well. Is Robbie Lawler still there?
Yeah, man, of course. Robbie Lawler just brought home a W last week against Nate for the team. Nate, yeah, there we go. Nate for the team. So Nick, yeah, for the team. So yeah, Robbie's still there. He's like a mentor guy. You always want to pick his brain and stuff. Ong Lao, he's a great guy. You know, we spar all the time, and he's actually my landlord. He's a good guy. I like that guy.
How cool was it to see Robbie do that? Is that inspiring, seeing somebody who's kind of OG in the game? He's been around for a long, long time, but still producing the goods at the top level, and also bringing in all that love and all those eyeballs to the sport.
Yeah, 100%, man. And you see him, he was able to turn it on, you know what I mean? Like vintage Robbie throwing bombs to the body, mixing everything up, you know what I mean? Going full steam ahead. So it was super impressive to me, you know, because he's quiet. He doesn't really talk much. You gotta kind of pull it out of him, you know what I mean? He just won't like come up to you like blah 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 blah, you know. So it was really cool to see him really showcase who we all know who he is. So it was awesome to see.
What are you seeing against Deron Winn? Because he's got back to winning ways. You know, he's a very tough wrestler. He's a hard worker. But how do you see it going? Has he got what it takes to kind of to hang with you? And are you seeing the finish and all that momentum behind you? What do you see from this fight?
Man, Deron, like you say, he's a tough wrestler, you know, and but I don't think he's gonna have enough what it takes, you know what I mean? I've faced tougher competition, you know, in the UFC under the lights, you know, and I've faced tough wrestlers before. I am a tough wrestler, you know, and the proof is in the pudding. I got a secret recipe going on at Sanford MMA. I got good coaches in my corner, people supporting me, you know, and I'm not going to stop. You know, I call it the No Hype Tour, and it's not going to stop. Saturday, we get the TKO. Probably, I really want the first round, but it'll probably go over to second because he's a tough guy. But yeah, man, I see my hand getting raised any way the fight ends. You know, my hand's getting raised.
It takes a special character to be able to call what's going to happen, and also to be confident enough to, like I said at the start of the interview, to look ahead, to know what you want. Do you feel special in that way? Do you feel like something special is happening with you right now?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at my record right now, you can't say something special is not happening. You know what I mean? Like I said, like proof's in the pudding. I'm putting in the work, and it's my time. You know, and I feel like if you know me and you see me in my day-to-day life, you know I'm on a mission and I need that title. It's already mine. It's just time is catching up. You know what I mean? I'm already the champ. Just time's catching up till you guys recognize I'm the champ. You know, and I get the belt. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be here in the process.
Izzy's going to fight Rob, it looks like, for a second time. So you're fully believing that when you get to the belt, Izzy's going to be the man holding it. Nobody's going to take it away from him. I've seen you train with Derek Brunson before. He's not going to take it away from him first, or you're convinced that Izzy's going to be that guy when the time comes?
Man, I hate to count Derek Brunson out, you know, because he's so competitive. He's so good. He's good wrestling. He's got some great attributes. But the thing is, it's not Izzy necessarily. Izzy, you know, I'm focused on the belt. Whoever has the belt at the time, they got to get it, you know, because I need that. So not necessarily Izzy. I'm looking for whoever has the belt. So I need that belt. So they're gonna get it. So.
What's your relationship with Derek? I mean, I just saw the one photo of you guys together, but if he was in your way, would that be an issue?
No, I think we come to an understanding at the gym. If it's a title fight, then we fight. If it's not a title fight, then we try to maneuver around it, you know. And he's like a mentor too. He's an OG in the game. He's been in the game for a while. So like prior to the UFC, I asked him for advice and managers and stuff like that. So he's been good to me. And hopefully we won't fight, you know what I mean? But if they fight for the title, then we know what it is, you know. It's just part of the game.
I mentioned that Rob Izzy fight. Rob is kind of a little bit of a fan favorite. So is Izzy. But how do you see the fight going?
Man, I honestly, to be honest, I don't care really, because I take them both right now. You know what I mean? Like I'll fight Whittaker, I'll fight Izzy. You know, so how do I see the fight going? I see maybe Izzy getting it again. To be honest, you know, but Whittaker's tough. You know what I mean? I would love to fight Whittaker too. You know, I mean, if I got to climb up past him to get to Izzy, you know, so double knockout.
And we got Chandler against Gaethje. How do you see that one going? Is Chandler going to be able to kind of do his thing again against a guy who's just so much volume?
Yeah. I think Chandler's got some serious KO power. You know what I mean? Like he can turn you out with one punch, turn your lights out with one punch, and I think that's going to be. We know Gaethje gets touched up a little bit. You know, I'm a big fan of Gaethje. You know, I love his low kicks, love his wrestling, love his mentality in the sport. But he gets touched, you know what I mean, just like we all do. And I think Michael Chandler gets it. I'm hoping Michael Chandler gets it. You know, he's from the team. He's the captain of the team. So seeing him get that victory will really boost the morale of the team. So I'm excited for it.
Respect, man. Phil Hawes, great to speak to you, dude.